Which stadium is that you've got as a background?
I don't know what stadium it is, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's Olympique Lyon Football Club.
All right, okay. Well, we are officially live.
Okay, great. Well done, everybody. Welcome. We are the Beerumverate. After a short hiatus for Christmas and New Year, we are back. And we shan't be doing what Matt and Evan did last time, which is just doing the same show that Mitch and I did the week before.
Rambling on for 2 hours.
One thing we do need to clear up is the rumour. Apparently, sources close to Jeff Keighley have revealed that he is actually allergic to socks and can't wear them, which is why at the Game Awards, both last year and this year, he was seen wearing a suit with Vans and no socks. So you heard it here first. Jeff Keighley is allergic to socks.
I love it.
We are the Beerumverate. We're a group of guys from Sifted.net who like talking about good beer and video games. We are not here to promote drinking. Please drink responsibly. Any beers or brews we may be talking about, well, not at 7 o'clock in the morning for these two. Yes, they're both in the same time zone. Mitch has just about got over the jet lag.
I was up really early this morning, so not there yet. Probably tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. If anyone would like to be on the show, please message one of us on Twitter or on Sifted or on Discord channel. And today's episode, we are going to be doing our 2020 Gaming Fantasy Draft. Nice. Hence the picture behind my head. And go Titans. Patriots suck. Not as much as the Colts, though. Right. Does anyone want to talk about any beers or anything that they've had over Christmas and New Year, or do we just want to get straight into the rules of the game?
Well, I thought it'd be nice to say at least Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah. No, we don't care about people.
Well, Happy New Year to you two, fellas.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. One thing I would say is I'm going to have a tropical beer that I quite like. Again.
Is that the same guys that do the Gamma Ray?
No.
No.
This is a Welsh brewing company called Tiny Rebel.
Okay.
They do a really strong, deep brown ale, which you'd probably only want 1 pint of. But then they do this called Club Tropicana, in remembrance of George Michael.
Okay.
Well, the beer's not. I just thought I'd say that because he died on Christmas Day a few years ago. Right. That was the time for beers. I did write in the notes, not time for beers. Remember Bomb, which I don't think is a reference that either of you might get. It's from the G.I. Joe movie.
I actually never watched that movie.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I actually, maybe I did, but I just don't remember it. It was so unrememberable.
I actually remember renting it on VHS from Blockbuster.
I owned it.
Which G.I. Joe movie? The live action one, or is there a cartoon?
No, the cartoon one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen the live action. I've never seen the cartoon one.
Cartoon one's probably better.
I forgot about the live action one, so that's how bad.
That's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Right. There are some massive games coming out this year. So we thought this could be a very high-scoring fantasy draft. So in order to kind of spice things up a little bit, rather than I pick game, Matt pick game, Mitch pick game, Mitch pick game, Matt pick game, I pick game. So I've changed things up a few notches, and Mitch will have a very special choice that he needs to make at some point soon, which I'll come to momentarily. So we're going to do a snake draft in a randomly picked selection. My wife picked me first this time. Then it was Mitch, then it was Matt, then it was Evan. Evan sends his apologies, but he's too busy playing SteamWorld Dig 2. Allegedly. In the first round, we just get to select whatever game we want. The second round, you have to pick a console or PC exclusive. and whoever goes first locks out that market. So, for instance, if I were to pick a Nintendo exclusive title, neither Matt or Mitch could pick a Nintendo exclusive. You'd have to go for Xbox, PlayStation, or PC.
And to be and so make sure I got the rule correct as well. If it's Xbox and comes to PC, that's okay because it's that console.
Yeah, because yeah. Okay. If it's a timed exclusive, though, someone else can then pick it. So if it's first on PlayStation and then coming to PC and other consoles later, someone else can still pick that.
How do you know if it's console exclusive? Because I know there's one game we know, but what if the game we find out later is timed exclusive?
It's at the time of us picking. So to use the example of Predator Hunting Grounds, which I think is a PlayStation timed exclusive.
No, it's a full exclusive.
Is it? Okay.
So Final Fantasy 7 is a timed exclusive.
Yeah. So if one of us picked Final Fantasy 7, someone else could then pick Final Fantasy 7 as well. Then third round is our developer and publisher lockout. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 publishers listed. Picking a game from one of those publishers then denies you their entire video game library for the rest of the draft, which isn't particularly long, so it's not overly punitive because we're only doing 7 rounds.
Actually, that's pretty diabolical for some publishers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, one publisher, if you get left with it, fortunately you don't, but it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And then rounds 4 through 7 is just pick whatever you want. Now, Mitch,
my special power.
Your special power. You have the power across the entirety of this year, should you so choose it, to compel any guest, one time that they appear on, to agree with you over absolutely anything. And you won that from winning the Game of the Game Awards. However, you can choose to change that power.
I like this. I like this Big Brother style. I'm going for it.
You can either change the draft order, or you can, from rounds 2 till 7, in one round, swap a pick with Matt and myself and something that you've picked.
Swap a selection that they picked?
Just one selection, though?
No. So one from me and one from Matt. So you can either change the draft order.
That's evil. Why are you giving him these powers?
Or
it's only one.
From rounds 2 to 7, you can swap one of your picks for one of ours.
I'll take the I definitely will take the power in the draft. And I'm definitely gonna swap picks with 2 through 7. Now, just so you know, I may not use it every round. Like, if I like my game, I'm gonna keep my game. But if you take my game, look out.
Yeah. Well, 2 through 7, that means I get one game that I can lock out.
Yeah.
And you're last to pick anyways.
Yeah.
You get my scraps anyways. It's okay.
Yeah, but there's so many good games coming out that
there's a few.
Well, yeah. I've done myself a categorized list, which you won't be able to see because of draft board, but it's broken down by console and they're numbered as to which ones I want to pick when.
Got mine on my phone.
I went old school too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you old people use technology like real people.
Right. So, with my first pick,
which you should announce the draft order because you totally got it wrong.
Oh yeah.
When you were saying the example, you actually flipped the draft order by accident.
Yep. So the draft order is me, and then Mitch, and then Matt.
Okay.
So with my first pick, which Mitch can't take, Cyberpunk 2077.
I knew it was going to be. I had a feeling it was going to be that one. I already knew that.
That was the one that screwed me last year with our fantasy draft. Everybody thought I was crazy for picking it, but
there's so many others. I was going through writing stuff down, and I've got a list of about 5 that 5 games that are all probably going to be high 90s in terms of review scores.
Yeah.
I just had 2, and because I knew you were going to pick one, so I have the other already in mind. So my pick, which I probably would pick that first overall as well, because everyone loves CD Projekt Red, so it's honestly going to get so many reviews. But I'm going with The Last of Us Part 2.
I can think of one more.
I do have one more, but I didn't need it, so I knew you were going to pick one of the 2. So I just had those 2 on my list for the first round. I have this by round, by the way.
These are the first 3 games that I had on my list. My pick, Final Fantasy VII Remake, obviously.
Ooh, bold, bold, bold. But to be honest, that made my second round, so makes sense.
Yep.
Plus, he doesn't want me to take Final Fantasy from him. You can't have it.
You can't have my Final Fantasy.
It's my fantasy.
It's going to my first round, so you can't swap it. All right, so this is round 2 exclusive.
Round 2. So it has to be an exclusive, and I'm going to start. Oh no,
Max
Snake draft,
Matt.
right? So
Snake draft.
Eat his
breaking my own rules.
I have a serious dilemma on my hands because I was expecting Evan in the mix. It's one of 2 games. Do you guys have any idea of one of those 2 games?
Well, if you're mentioning Evan, it's going to be the Yakuza.
No.
Or Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes. So I'm gonna go with Halo Infinite instead.
Oh, dude, that made my 4 through 7.
But it's an exclusive.
That's how bad. That's how bad I think this game is gonna do.
Right. So that's Xbox gone. Mitch, from PlayStation, Nintendo, or PC exclusives, what's your selection?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, because of course you have to.
Yeah, Matt would kill me.
Yep. And my selection, PC exclusive, Half-Life Alyx.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good choice. I even forgot to think about PC. I'm sorry, I just don't have one, so I don't think about it as much. But that will change.
The only reason I think about PC is when I'm doing stuff like this, where I need to win stuff. What PC exclusive game is going to get really good reviews? Oh, Half-Life.
Yeah.
Right. So
developer lockout.
Developer lockout. Yeah. So if I take, and I will, I'm going to select. Oh, sorry. I'll go through the list. We've got EA, Bethesda, Sega, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Activision Blizzard. And
purposely, Ubisoft is not on that list, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Because I was going to say that's a huge library to lock out.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with Sega and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I actually have that on my list as an option.
Like a dragon.
So for
touch for the very first time.
What do I want? Okay, I'm gonna do. This is tricky. All right, screw it. I'm going with Dreams.
So you're locking yourself out of all PlayStation games?
Wait, I locked myself out of
everybody for the rest of the game.
Oh, never mind. I'm going Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3 remake?
Yep, I'm locking Capcom out. Actually, it's technically called Resident Evil 3. Remake is not on the title. Get it right. Did that with RE2 as well. It wasn't called remake. It was called RE2.
Okay. I am going to go with.
Shall I point out that Capcom isn't on the list?
Yeah, Capcom isn't on the list.
Oh, didn't even know that. I just assumed they were.
Is there anything?
But now we know what Mitch's next 5 picks going to be.
Is there anything?
Can I change it then to lock something out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change to lock something out. I'll go with the next, because EA's on the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm going with FIFA.
FIFA.
So
2020.
I think it's 20.
Yeah. So you will no longer have any ability to pick any of EA's games, but
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Right. I don't think that Nintendo has any other games coming out, but I'm gonna go with Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Ooh.
I was gonna say
I've got
2 was on my list of a potential like late pick.
I've got a couple of Nintendo exclusives written down.
Me too.
But
now I can't pick them.
Well, that's gonna be the major one, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, round 4, we can pick anything, right?
Anything. Yep.
I am going to go with Watch Dogs Legion.
Ooh.
Dreams.
Dreams. Dreams can
I
come
secretly
true.
think this
Look
game
at
is
me,
just gonna do
baby.
so well because look at what they've already created in this game. Like I think the only thing that will hurt its review score is probably learning how to use it. But I can't imagine it like bombing.
Critically, I think it'll do fine. Commercially, I don't think it's gonna do nearly what.
Well, it depends how they market it. Like if they market it really well,
they've done a horrible fucking job marketing it so far.
Well, they haven't even done anything with it yet. Like they haven't.
That's what Matt means.
That's well, yeah. I mean, it's been this ethereal like non-game.
They've given it to because they gave it to developers and select community members.
No,
do stuff with.
If you pre-ordered the game, you got to play the game, play the beta mode, and so there's tons of stuff made. But I think it's been getting a pretty good like with the whole Rogue Squadron remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake, the demo, like you can see some really interesting things through Dreams. Like when it came out at that time, it blew up all over social media. So I think it'll do the same once the game comes out and people start experiencing these really cool games. I
think what you can do with it is really cool. And I think what the community is offering is really awesome. And I think, I don't know, I had like a really good time with Mario Paint when I was a kid. Are
you comparing Dreams to Mario Paint?
Well, I'm saying that it unlocks the same creative, or it scratches that same creative itch for, a lot of kids. And this is sort of like the next evolution of that. It's in the same vein as Minecraft. It's in the same,
I would say it's way farther than that.
Well, yeah, it's like
game. It is insane.
Yeah, it's like the next evolution of that, all that stuff. So I think it's cool.
It's like a master's class.
I just don't think it's going to sell.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't think
so? We're not talking about sales though here. We're talking about review scores.
Right? And I think it's going to review really well.
Yeah,
really
I agree.
well.
Okay, I think Mitch might want to steal this one. I'm going to go with Doom Eternal.
No, I'm not going to steal it.
Okay, it might be the next one then.
I think they think it's going to be too much of the same, so I think they're just going to not review it as high as the last one, because I think the last one got an 88. I think this one's going to get like an 85 because it's just going to be too much of the same. Okay, now I'm going Resident Evil 3.
Well, wait, Keith has to pick again.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And I'm not going to take Resident Evil 3 because I know you just steal it off me. You'll pick something really shit to swap my game out with.
I might pick that just
to see what he does.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Gears Tactics.
Okay. I'm going Resident Evil 3, the sequel to the highest rated game on Metacritic last year.
All right. Since Ubisoft is not locked out, I'm going with Gods and Monsters.
You think that's going to come out?
That's not coming out.
I think it's next year.
You guys do this to me every year. I'm picking hopes and dreams.
Well, who did get last place in the in the
Game of the Game Awards.
You did get one right though.
I think I did.
Get one.
I think I did fairly well in the fantasy draft. I was in like the top 5.
I came last in the sifted online fantasy draft that I set up, which I'm not fucking managing next year.
Yeah,
this year even.
I did. I didn't do too bad. I just had one game. One of my games did not come out of my alternate.
I had three games that didn't come out, which put me last, behind someone who left halfway through the draft.
That's right. He got so pissed about it. I don't blame him. It was a really stressful draft, to be honest.
Right, Matt, go again.
No. Oh yeah, Matt. Yeah,
Psychonauts 2.
Son of a bitch.
All right, Mitch.
Can I wait till? No, I can pick a game, and then if you pick something better, McWomble, I can still flop it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna know Neo 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that'll do pretty well.
You guys are making my job easy. I don't have to use my powers.
And it means that I don't have to agree with you anymore. So it's kind of win-win that way.
Yeah.
I tempted you in.
That's okay.
I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to say Disco Elysium console edition.
Can you do that though?
I don't think that'll count. I don't count that.
That's my rules.
Which console?
If you can have a Resident Evil 3 remake.
But that's a complete remake from the ground up. This one is a port edition.
Well, all right. So what?
I think we vote.
Which console? Because they're each going to have their own Metacritic score depending on who reviews the game for which system.
Well, it would be the average because we do have some games on this list that come out for all consoles. So, like my FIFA one, it would be the average of all 3 scores. But I just don't think it's an option because it's not a new game. It's a port of
all right. Screw you guys.
Last year,
we do.
Okay,
how
Vampire
well it did.
Masquerade Bloodlines.
2,
okay.
Right? It's Bloodlines 2.
Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Nice.
Microsoft's locked out, right?
No, Sega.
It was Sega you picked. What'd you pick? Halo Infinite. Was that your first round pick?
Oh,
it was my second round pick. It was my exclusive.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go the next Forza.
Wait, Keith has to pick again. Snake. Last round.
Shoot.
Yeah. Marvel's Avengers.
Damn it. All right, I'm going to be a dick now. I'm picking Madden, and I'm going to flip picks with McWomble.
For Marvel's Avengers?
From Marvel's Avengers to Madden. Oh my, have the mighty have fallen. It's your power. You gave me it. You gave it to me.
Right.
I could have done so much more damage with this ability. I could have given you all games that don't come out this year.
No, that would just have been unsporting, and I would have had to have withdrawn the power and reinstated your previous one.
Okay, and this is the final pick then?
Are we
I
already
think we
at
should do another couple of rounds.
Are we already at 7? Holy cow.
Yeah, this would be the end for the 7th round.
All right, let's go 10. 3 more?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Let's do this.
Well, my pick for...
Oh, so for the 10th pick has to be Pie in the Sky.
I already did my Pie
whatever.
in the Sky pick.
Okay. Nintendo's locked out, isn't it?
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh, that's a point. I can't have Gears Tactics.
No, you can.
Well, no, it's my...
It was his
No,
second
that was my
round pick. It was just an
exclusive.
exclusive. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oof. I was a bit worried then.
Your whole draft relied on Gears Tactics. That's a little sad.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's because I've got some other ones on my Xbox list or
Yeah, and
Microsoft list that.
I'm going to select that one that you're thinking of, I think. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yep.
Oh shit! That was on my second round. I missed it. Oh no!
All right.
Oh.
And
Oh wait! Can I trade back? I'm gonna give him Madden. Can I trade
You
back?
can do.
Oh.
Yeah, you can. I'll
Yes.
have Marvel's Avengers, and then you can swap with Matt.
Yes, I'll take Ori. Yep. Gimme.
That's some BS. He already used his power.
It's his power to use how he
The
wants.
round
You can
is
swap-
not over.
All right, so
You
I
can
should've
swap
waited
with
till the
either
end
of us
of the round.
in each round. So he's chosen to swap.
That was on my second round picks. I completely forgot about that. Jesus. I don't know how I missed it.
okay, so I get to pick again for round 8.
Yep.
Oddworld Soulstorm.
Oh, good one. Really, but the Oddworld franchise, don't you think that's a bit too far gone to?
No, I think this one. Well, this one's supposed to be a platformer in the same vein as Abe's Odyssey and Exodus. So I think it's going to be a return to form, and I think the nostalgia bump is going to boost the scores.
Mitch is doing some serious research now. He's like, I can't believe I missed Ori.
No, I got it back. I got her because of you.
Because of the power.
The power. All right. Is it Matt's turn again?
No,
Or
it's
is it
your
my
turn.
turn?
No, he's done his second, so it's you.
All right. What round is this?
8.
Okay. I'm gonna go MLB The Show 20. Now I'm just
Is-
going for the staple 8s. That's what I'm doing right now.
Either that, or you're thinking I might pick something, and you might want to swap it.
The sports game that'll get an 8. Okay.
Madden was never gonna do well, so
Yeah, I'm going to go Wasteland 3.
That's a good pick.
And then I'm going to pick something a bit off the wall that was announced at the Game Awards, but I really like the look of Weird West.
Weird West. I don't even remember that.
This is around
That was-
9, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the kind of slightly Western, slightly fantasy, isometric RPG from the guys who made Deus Ex.
Okay. All
They
right.
left that studio, which name I can't remember.
Arcane.
Arcane Studios.
yeah,
They left Arcane and set up that, and this is their first game.
Rafael Colantonio, I think is his name.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just going to call him Bob.
Raph. Maybe a little too Raph.
All right, I'm going in the same vein as you, McWomble. It was at the Game Awards. I like the look of it, and plus, it is coming out for a next generation console. I'm going Greedfall.
Oh, that's a good pick. I am going with Super Meat Boy Forever.
Is that just how you live, or is that the game that you're selecting?
Both. It's both. And
Oh,
then
man.
I'm actually out. No, I have one more.
You got the pie in the sky. Go for the pie in the sky.
This is not a pie in the sky. I think this is probably going to do horrible, but just in the off chance that it happens to be good, the System Shock remake.
Okay.
Wait, the System Shock remake or System Shock the sequel?
No, the
So-
System Shock remake.
Yeah, so
Because there's
coming
two
out.
of them
yeah,
being
so
worked
there's
on right now.
3, which has had troubled development, and then the System Shock remake, which seems to be on a much better path than 3.
Wait, are you sure you're talking about the right one? Because I swear the remake was the one that went downhill on Kickstarter. So you might have picked the wrong one, my friend.
Maybe.
That's the one that went
Too
on
late now. Moving on.
Because I covered that on my channel a while ago, and I swear it was the remake of System Shock, because they got stuck because they were trying to remake it, but yet change things, and so they were like getting stuck in development.
No, 3 is the one that's not doing well.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2020 System Shock is the one being written by Chris Avallone and being developed and published by Night Dive Studios.
Oh, okay.
And Matt's picking it because he loves Chris Avallone. He's got a poster of him.
I do.
In that closet behind him. Just opens it up, life-size cutout. Just hugs it before he goes to sleep at night.
Ooh, okay. So here's where my head's at. I could pick a new Crash game, Pie in the Sky. You know, there's been rumors around it for a while now. I could go with Ape Escape, because there's been so much stuff going around about Ape Escape on Twitter. And I don't know what else I want. No else Pie in the Sky would I want to pick. Or I could go Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I'm going to go with that one because McWelm had a smile on his face, so I think that's his pick.
Is it even coming out this year?
Well, I think there's going to be, because Sony have done such a terrible job of releasing games. I think maybe there might be a launch announcement at E3 this year. So you'll get Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
No
all
way.
coming this year.
Oh, all coming this year. Yeah, they're all. Yeah. I mean, Last of Us will be out before E3.
Yep.
And
so I think Last of Us 2 will be out. Ghost of Tsushima is scheduled for, I think it's holiday 2020.
No, summer
2020. So holiday 2020. I was going to say Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Well, took it from you. I didn't even grab it.
No, but I'm going to go with Hellblade: Senua's Saga.
No, there's no way that's making it. Oh my god, that's beyond Pie in the Sky. That's hurtful dreams.
I don't know, because they released the first one really quickly.
Yeah, but this one they're putting much more production behind it, and I don't think they're gonna. This is my nerve.
See, I don't know. I mean, they have the engine and everything already.
Just because all they need to do is do the mocap and the story, and that's it.
Yeah,
job done. Away you go.
Well,
that's all you need to do. Because my in-depth knowledge of game development.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, here's the thing about Senua. This is the one thing that makes me nervous about this game, this sequel. Like, I love the first game. I'm a big fan of the game itself.
You got me to buy it.
Yeah, I did.
You extolling the virtues of that game got me to buy it. But and I've got no interest in a second one.
So for me, the nervousness I have is because that game was meant to be built as a AAA game on a indie budget. Now that they have an overblown budget, will they work on things too much and lose what made the first game so great? Like just they worked on a lot of things where they used similar textures and made and where it was like a lot of copy and pasting for that game, and that's why the game came out so quickly. But that game came out in 3.5 years. So Senua's Sacrifice came out less than 2 years ago. I don't think it's going to be out.
You don't think it's going to be a launch for Series X?
Hell no.
No, I think that was the tech demo.
Infinite. That's Infinite.
But I'm going for it anyway because I don't know. I'd like to see it come out.
Me too. I mean, it looks cool in the direction they're going. I would like to explore. Now Senua's past. It looks like that's what they're doing. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But it's Microsoft, so I'm nervous.
Right. I'm just going to go through some other stuff I had on my list. Axiom Verge 2.
Yeah, probably do well.
I had No More Heroes 3 on my list, but someone took Nintendo out of the game because I think that was gonna be a hot game, like a really hot game.
I was going to do something a bit tactically, and go for either Xbox or PlayStation and take that off the table. But then I thought I've got so many games on here that are coming out on PlayStation, I can't actually do it.
I was like,
I mean, Animal Crossings was the only Nintendo game that I had on my list, so I figured if I lock them out, I don't care.
Yeah.
because I had Breath of the Wild 2 on my list as well.
The pie in the sky, yeah.
That was not going to be the pie in the sky. I think it's 2020.
It might be.
They literally. I think they'll have another trailer for it early this year and say it's coming out fall.
Okay.
2020.
All right.
I mean, because they don't have they don't have anything except for after March. They don't have anything for Nintendo so far, so they got to have something.
They've got quite a lot of ports coming out. So the Outer World Switch version's coming out.
Right.
Oh god, I try to run that thing.
Then you've got Panzer Dragoon.
Right.
And I wouldn't have been able to pick Axiom Verge because it's a Switch exclusive. What else did I have? Streets of Rage 4.
I also
That's
had
out for everything though, right?
Yeah.
I had Overwatch 2 as a potential. I didn't think it.
Possibly, yeah.
It was one of those. It was like if I was running out of picks because we're gonna have Evan on the show. So if I was running out of picks, that was kind of going to be one of my last resort picks. Because
should we pick some for Evan?
He just gets the leftovers. He gets all the scraps.
But yeah, I thought for that game, it might be too similar that it might not get good review scores because it's too similar, or they might say it's not needed. It should have just been DLC, and that's where kind of the vibe I feel like it's going to get.
No, I've got some good games listed down here that Evan could have. So you've got the Yakuza Remaster Collection.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, and you locked out Sega.
Oh yeah, that's the point. Sorry, Evan. So he could have Spelunky 2.
Okay.
He could have Streets of Rage 4.
He can have NBA 2K 20.
He can have Biomutant.
Biomutant was the one that made me lose this fantasy football season last year. Not fantasy games draft last year because the thing was supposed to come out this last year.
He can also have Twin Mirror.
It's a Dark Horse game.
Yeah, what is Twin Mirror exactly?
NHL 20. It's a good game. I know I'm naming a bunch of sports ones, but they're consistent. They're consistent, and that's what's important.
Watch Evan win with all of the
What else did I have on my list that he could have? That was everything on my list.
We need 3 more. Wait, 4 more.
Skull and Bones.
Oh, yeah.
That can be his Pie in the Sky.
Yeah, Pie in the Sky, because that game's never coming out.
And then he can have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's coming out this month.
I wouldn't give him that game.
What are you talking about? Looks good.
No, well, Kurtzman on Giant Bomb was talking shit about it. He's like, I played that before E3, and then again recently. It's not a good game.
Now I just gotta look and sift it and see what's.
What else have I got? Griftlands, PC exclusive isometric RPG, or is it RTS?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
There is.
You can have that.
What about Warcraft 3 Reforged?
Is that the like?
It's the re-release that they're doing. It's like a remake.
Oh, you know what? Give him Assassin's Creed Ragnarok.
Is that the Pie in the Sky one?
We can. No, because apparently it was leaked already that it's legit and it's coming and it's going to be revealed at one of the consoles reveal times. So I don't think it's Pie in the Sky. I think it's.
What else have I mentioned? So Predator Hunting Grounds that he can have.
Well, I have 10 games. So
do you?
Yeah. So
well, get rid of. We can make Assassin's Creed Pie in the Sky and get rid of Skull and Bones because that ain't happening at all. That thing's gonna probably shut down.
All right, we can do that.
All right, he's got 10 games. Cool.
Oh, do you know what we should have done? We should have just given him all multiplayer games.
Basically, with NBA 2K20, NHL 20, Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, we gave him a lot of.
Okay, so these are Evan's picks: Spelunky 2, Streets of Rage 4,
It's a great first pick.
NBA 2K20, Biomutant, Twin Mirror, NHL 20, Griftlands, Warcraft 3 Reforged, Predator Hunting Grounds, and Assassin's Creed Ragnarok.
I think they're all well deserved.
It sounds exactly how Evan would pick it.
Yeah, everyone would just scroll down a list on his phone and just say, yeah, fuck
He'd
it.
just be like, shoot, I ran out of time. I'll pick this one.
I think he probably had some in mind.
Oh, he probably had my Ghost of Tsushima in mind, but he ain't taking that from me.
Yeah, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's why I had it on my list as well, because I was like, this one's probably going to be gone from Evan, but let's see if it makes it.
So, Like a Dragon is 7, right?
7, yes.
Yes, but
It's called Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon.
Okay.
I don't think it is called Yakuza 7.
Not
It
here,
is.
I think
not,
it's just...
not here in the States. I think it's called 7 in Japan, though, right?
Oh, it's called 7
Yeah.
in Japan, Like a Dragon.
Yeah. But just Like a Dragon in the U.S. or on the Western territories.
Yes.
It seems like there should be a certain way of saying that, shouldn't it? Yakuza
Like
Like a Dragon.
I like the Madonna version. Like a dragon. All right, so should we run down all of our picks?
Yes, please.
Yes. And then do we want to, for extra bonus points, like, do we want to predict the order of who's gonna, like, highest points to lowest points? If you get it right, you get an additional 10 points.
Oh, just throwing the rules out there like you're me.
Like you're the game
Magic,
master.
bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I love. So just to give people some awareness, we sorted this out basically yesterday.
Yeah.
We sorted it out yesterday. We just read things.
Yeah. And so when I was coming up with rules, I just listed some ideas down. So ideas about locking out development studios, which I think if we do this again next time, we need to be a bit more brutal about it. I think I'll be a bit more brutal about it.
I think what you need to do is you can say what we should do is you don't pick a game to lock out a studio. You just get to select to lock out a studio.
What, for everyone?
Yes.
Oh, so you pick a
so
game
that you don't even get the advantage of taking a game at all. You just say my second round pick is a lockout of blank.
How do you get any points though? It should be a game and
you just add one more extra round to, like,
because basically it's not about you winning something, it's about you disadvantaging everyone else.
Because the thing would happen with Burkoff is if McWomble picked first and then he picked a game and said, like, oh, he picked something from Ubisoft and then he locks out Ubisoft. Say McWomble picked a game from Ubisoft in his round but locked out a different studio, and then I picked after him and picked Ubisoft and locked it out. He would still have the advantage of that game because he picked it before me.
Before it got locked out. So
it's not fair.
Okay.
I'd rather just lock you out and just say, nope, it's just a lockout round.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, so it was just a case of here's some rules. Everyone goes and looks at some games. But yeah, I really didn't want to do a simplistic you pick game, I pick game. Because I don't know, it just didn't seem as interesting.
I'm down to have next time we do this, or if we want to do like an alternate, where like each round has its own special rule.
Oh, don't even start, because I will come up with some crazy shit for that.
That would be awesome, though, I think.
Okay, I'll start working on that now.
All right.
And then we can just retcon this whole episode.
Well, what we could do is we could bring on more than just one guest like Evan and do a massive live draft with special rules.
Yes, so if anybody is watching this now and is interested in being in on this episode, please hit us up on Twitter or Sifted. Get in the Discord. We'll work this out.
Yeah, and I'll start working on crazy rules.
Burkoff, is there a way I can visually see what everybody picked? Because I still want to do the 10 points additional if you guess the order of the points without the additional 10 points.
I can
To make
do
that clear.
I can do some on the fly.
Do you want to copy and paste it on the Google Doc?
Or just read them out, and we'll pay attention.
I'm gonna forget, McWomble. I gotta look at these. Like, look at them.
I can't believe no one picked Iron Man VR.
I saw that and I was like, Here, I'll share this with you guys. Mitch, what's your email address? Well, I guess I shouldn't put that.
Just dump it in the Google Doc.
Yeah, just dump it in the Google Doc.
All right,
I have the Google Doc right here.
Let me
So
do that.
Why do you have to make this more difficult?
Just,
Yeah,
I don't
Matthew.
know. Yeah.
That was the first patronizing Matthew of the year.
Matthew.
All right. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
All right.
Right. Do you want to read a story?
Oh, holy cow. Yep. Who's reading through?
We'll each read through our own picks.
All right, Keith, you're first.
Right. So, round 1, Cyberpunk 2077. Round 2, which was exclusive rounds, I went for PC exclusive for Half-Life Alyx. Round 3, publisher lockout. So I locked out Sega by picking Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm weighing the gangster like a dragon, yo.
Yeah. Round 4, Doom Eternal. Round 5, Gears Tactics. Round 6, Bloodlines Vampire the Masquerade.
Bloodlines 2.
Bloodlines 2. Round 7, Marvel's Avengers. Round 8, Wasteland 3. Round 9, Weird West. And my final pie in the sky pick was Hellblade Senua's Saga. Mitch, you're up next.
So my first round pick was Last of Us Part 2. Then my exclusive round, I went Ghost of Tsushima. Lockout round, I locked out EA with FIFA 20.
I'm not. Are you seriously leaving Yakuza Like a Dragon, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and you're going to keep FIFA 20?
Oh,
yeah, because FIFA always consistently rocks in the 8s. And Animal Crossing is not getting a 9. No way. Like, it would have to be the best Animal Crossing ever created in the life of history.
Dude, you're underestimating the Nintendo bump for sure.
Yeah, I am, but I feel like Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us already rocked me with 9, so and Halo Infinite ain't getting you any 9, bro. It's getting you a 7, maybe a low 8. Then I got Dreams. That's kind of my dark horse. Resident Evil 3. Why'd you have to put 2020 under it?
Because
it's a remake.
Yeah, it's not
Doesn't
really.
matter. It's still Resident Evil 3. Neo 2. Ori Will the Wisps, thank you, Burkoff. MLB The Show 20, Greedfall, and then my pie in the sky is Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
All right, my picks. Yeah, round 1, Final Fantasy VII
Did
remake.
Greedfall? Sorry, that's already. Is that what? Did you actually mean Greedfall? Because Greedfall came out.
Or is it Godfall?
Godfall.
Is it Godfall?
I typed it wrong.
Thank you for. I think I said Greedfall though, to be honest. But no, I mean Godfall. Godfall.
So one of the rounds for the new draft will be you have to pick one game with the word "full" or "earth" in the title.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that'll be a really hard one to figure out.
There'll be plenty.
All right.
All right, Matt.
My picks. First round, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Round 2, the exclusives. I went with Halo Infinite for Microsoft. Round 3, publisher lockout. I locked out Nintendo with Animal Crossing New Horizons. Round 4, I picked Watch Dogs Legion. Round 5, this is kind of my pie in the sky. Gods and Monsters. Round 6, Psychonauts 2. Round 7, because Mitch was kind of an a-hole with this one, Madden 21. Round 8, Oddworld Soulstorm. Round
Come
9.
on, Matt. Use more colorful language than that. He was a douchebag. He was an asshole.
I didn't want to be too mean about it. Come on.
Come on, it's 2020.
Such
Start out with a bang.
round 9, Super Meat Boy Forever, and my last pick, System Shock, the 2020
I think
remake.
you need to get that on a T-shirt.
Oh, me?
No, Super Meat Boy Forever.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking like a Mitch. I mean,
Like, if you could do it like a glove.
And then Evan has is lucky enough he gets Spelunky 2 as his first pick in the draft. He also gets Streets of Rage 4 as his console exclusive,
which isn't a console exclusive. We probably should have followed our own rules.
Well, I think it's in the wrong order because there is a console exclusive on here somewhere. There's got to be.
Grifflands is PC exclusive.
There you go. But you already had PC, but whatever. NBA 2K20, Biomutant. That one I think actually will review pretty well. It's been getting really good stuff at E3 last time it was shown. Twin Mirror, NHL 20. You know, he's going with the sport game consistency. Nothing wrong with that. Giftlands?
Grift.
It says
Griftlands. Sorry, it's I didn't zoom it in. It's way far away from me. Now I zoomed it. Warcraft 3 Reforged, Predator Hunting Grounds, and then his pie in the sky is Ragnarok Assassin.
Well, I think what we do know is Evan loves him some sexy Predator ladies.
How do we know this?
Because he picked it.
Okay.
That's the only reason he picked it.
It's the only thing you could do.
Yeah. He wants some female predators in bikinis. Apparently.
Oh man.
I hope that he's watching this right now and just yelling at us.
All right.
No one's watching us.
So who wants to go first in the order of selection of?
Well, I think it should be Mitch, then myself, then Matt, and that was the order that we would have come in the Game of the Game Awards.
Okay, and to make it a little bit more fresher and a little bit more like cool and hot and all that kind of fun stuff, all those fun adjectives. It is an adjective. Okay. So I'm thinking we would just go one at a time, listing from last to first. So I'll pick last. I'll say my last one. You'll say your last one. Matt will say his last one, and then I'll pick second to last. All that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So cool. What are the rules here? What are we doing?
You're literally picking the order of where we're all going to finish in the race, and if you get it correctly, if you get this correctly, you get an additional 10 points added, and then that could change your order.
Okay.
But this is only effective before you get those additional points. So this don't count in getting those additional 10 points and then the order changing. Like count it as it is.
It's suddenly gotten very complicated, but okay.
The more complicated it is, sometimes the better. That's why I like American football. I mean, just kicking the ball around a bit is in soccer. So you kick a ball forward. What's the worst thing that can happen? You get offside, and then someone's armpit's offside because someone looked at a video of it. Who gives a shit? Just make it more complicated.
Also, leaving it up for interpretation is always great too. Keeps it fresh.
I've already got some lawyers on retainer in case there's a dispute at the end.
I expect the lawyers then to let us know the victor in this because they're unbiased on this issue.
Yeah, I'll get someone to do an announcement. Right, Mitch, who do you think is going to come last?
It's got to be Evan.
Right, so coming last is Evan. And yep. Matt, who do you think is going to come last?
Ooh.
He's going to say Mitch because I gave him Madden.
No. Yeah,
well, if he wants the extra 10 points, he won't.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you've got Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh. Mitch's internet dropped out. Quick,
sucks.
Let's go.
All right, last, I guess I'll go with Evan too. Or can we do that? We can both pick the same thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone's picked Evan as being last. This is the trolliest episode I think we've ever done.
I think it is too. It's I feel bad, but he backed out last minute, so.
Well, he was out on a night out. He was probably having a really good time, and then thought, I don't want to talk to you three idiots.
I don't know what happened. Oh cow!
I'm 2 parts pissed. I'm really enjoying SteamWorld Dig 2. I don't want to get on to the internet and start talking to people about picking the video games and I was just saying to Matt that this is the trolliest episode we've ever done.
Was my screen gone? Like, I don't know what happened.
Your internet dropped out.
My computer completely went black and then reappeared, and I was only thing I was off was Zoom.
Weird. All right, well, you're back.
Right, now you're back, but who do you think is going to come third?
I'm sorry, but it's Matt.
Wait, I just picked. We both picked, right?
Oh,
we're not doing Snake for this time. It doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter. So it's not like I dib someone being last. So you can, when it comes around to you, which will be after me, not everything's about you, Matt. But I'm so sorry, Matt. I just you got some funky picks in there, and Madden is just killing you with me right now. For the reason that Halo Infinite is going to be mediocre. That's the other thing. Halo Infinite doesn't sell me. I don't think Oddworld is going to get great reviews. I'm seriously concerned about System Shock, and I don't think Gods and Monsters is even going to come out this year.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've got to say Matt is going to come third. Yeah, this is definitely the trolley show. I love this because now we're doing beef against each other, and it's amazing. But we're not. We're just doing it against Evan because he's not here. And we're doing it against Matt's picks, which isn't actually trolling him. It's his fault. Choices. You make bad choices. Like, why don't you have a Super Meat Boy Forever t-shirt? Surely you should have one by now.
I should.
And unfortunately, Matt does have a history of bad picks.
Yes. Hence him coming last in the Game of the Game Awards. Right, Matt, who do you think is going to come third? But one thing, Matt, I will give you credit, though. You did get best graphics, going to Control. No one expected that. And best community support, which I really did not expect Destiny 2 to get that.
Yeah.
You just fucked up on everything else, but well done on those two.
Besides those two, you did excellent. So I give you full credit.
All right. So who do I think is going to come in third? I think Keith will be coming in third.
Ooh. Why do you back this up?
I don't think Doom Eternal is going to do that well. Gears Tactics probably won't do that well. I don't think. What was the Halo version that they did? Halo
Wars. Halo Wars.
Halo Wars, yeah.
It'll probably be the same as that. I mean, nobody really gave a shit about that.
Well,
Marvel's Avengers
more of a story compared to Halo Wars.
Marvel's Avengers could do well, but it could also bomb heavily if it's not what everybody's expecting.
That's why I took your Will of the Wisps, because I was like, I don't have a really good game to back it up, so that's why I took as Avengers originally, but I still don't think it's not going to do amazing. I think it's going to get like low 8s, high 7s.
Yeah.
Especially with the blowback it got at E3 this year. It's already on eggshells.
And Yakuza will do 7.5 or 8.
How dare you? They're a magical series of games.
All right. So who's next?
Right, Mitch. Who's going to come second? I know what you're going to say because you're not going to just say yourself.
I'm sorry. I just look at my lineup and it's solid as a rock, so I have to pick you. I'm sorry, Nick Womble, but again, I echo off Matt. I think Doom. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty of like points by like 5 points or less in regards to Metacritic average, and I think Doom Eternal is going to be a little bit lower than it was to start, because I think they all were like Doom's back, and then if it's the same, it's not going to raise up the score. It'll just be the same or lower. Like a Dragon, it's consistently going to be in the low 8s. I think the only thing that you have that could get you to first is if Half-Life ends up being like the hot ticket, but that also could crash and burn horribly if it doesn't go well.
Well, I think something is Half-Life Alyx is either going to get 9s, 9.5s, but what could hurt it is the fact that it's a VR exclusive.
No, I think that'll actually work in its favor, because I think the people that are actually going to review it, the few publications that do will give it high scores, and that'll be it.
And that's why I went for it.
And I think your pie in the sky is never going to happen. So unfortunately, that's like automatically lost points.
Right. So I'm not. Let's just go through this, because I'm not going to say me, am I? So Matt, who do you think is going to come second out of Mitch and myself?
Well, all right. So we still have to pick who's going to come in first, right?
Well, that's kind of implied.
It's implied. Wait, what did you pick, McWomble, then? Oh, no, you're last.
So who do I think is going to come in?
No, I'm not last. I'm just not picking me. I'm not picking me to come second. Why would I do that?
Okay, so I'm going second. Okay.
Well, because I already picked you to come in third.
Yeah. So who do you think is going to come in
second?
First,
so it's going to be. You. So are you going to pick yourself to come in second?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's just stupid. Why are you even here?
I would have done it too.
I'm trying to win this thing.
If I had the lineup, if I didn't have a good lineup and you had a better one, McWomble, I would have picked you. I really would, but
Cyberpunk 2077, that's definitely going to be in the 9s, if not high 9s. Half-Life Alyx, I see that getting 9s or high 9s.
Yeah.
Yakuza Like a Dragon, that's going to be mid 8s. Doom Eternal, mid 8s. Gears Tactics, what people are saying about that game is better than I expected it to be. So I think that could be mid 8s. Bloodlines, again, people could really latch onto that after what happened with Disco Elysium and people talking about writing and storytelling rather than shooty bang bang gameplay. So again, that could be mid 8s, if not low 8s. Marvel's Avengers, bit worried about that one, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But from production values alone, I can't see that getting less than an 8.
See, I see you defending yourself, but when I'm looking at yours, and fortunately yours is right next to mine, I feel like I either match you or I'm going to up you. The only one
I think you've got 3 9s and I've got 3 9s, and then it's just going to be...
What's my 3 9s?
So Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Resident Evil 3 Remake.
See, I think Neo 2 would get possibly a low 9, because last time it came out, it got 9.5. I mean, it got 9.5.
But if you look at Neo's Metacritic now, it's less than a 9.
I think I've got 3 9s easy too. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Animal Crossing, New Horizons.
Animal Crossing's not getting a 9.
Psychonauts 2.
I know you. Psychonauts 2,
maybe. It's a high 8 at least.
They're gonna get the bump.
Nostalgia bump.
Yeah.
Well, Psychonauts 2 could get a nostalgia bump. Right, so let's get Evan's list. Where's the 9s on Evan's list?
Which I also, hold on, I say a Dark Horse Dreams possibly could get a 9.
No.
A low 9.
I don't
see it.
I think the only 9 on Evan's list is
or Ori Will the Wisps.
That'll probably be a 9, yeah.
I don't know. I think the other ones are sitting at mid 8s, so I'm going to go with mid 8s again.
Hence, he didn't pick me.
Yeah.
Evan, 9.
He could buy a mutant. I can't. Maybe. I don't know. Warcraft Reforged could be a 9.
Maybe if it's that different, because we did have a year off. So if it's that, no, we didn't. Did Odyssey come out this last fall? Or was it 2 falls ago?
Odyssey did not come out last October. It came out the October before.
Okay, so because there's a year break, Ragnarok might be a drastic difference, similar to Origins, and since it's
probably not going to be a drastic difference, but I do think that the the
direction they're going, people like and are giving it high scores.
yeah, the fact
Yeah.
that it's an RPG, it's more
Now-
RPG elements. It's every other year, so people aren't getting burnt out on it.
I need to mention something else about Mitch's list. I don't think Godfall's coming out. I think that game's going to get pushed.
Nope. There's no way. I think it's actually going to be a launch game. Because why would they show it now if it's not a launch game?
Well, they only showed a cinematic trailer. So-
Yeah, but also the team behind. Oh no, it's not that exact team. It's the publishing team. Never mind.
Yeah.
But who? That one is a little bit of a pie in the sky. But I just have a feeling that it's because what else is they going to come up with their lineup? Like I know they're not going to have a bunch of first party games ready to go except for potentially Horizon Zero Dawn 2, but they're going to need more than that. So they usually rely on third party.
It's being published by 2K. So 2K have got a basketball franchise that makes them a shit ton of money.
Well,
so-
it's Gearbox.
But
I know it's owned by 2K, but it's actually Gearbox is the one that's financially backing this thing.
Yeah, but it's not
So-
being published by them. It's being published by 2K.
Right, but I think Gearbox would not stray them aside, and for sure, I took a risk on that one, but I think
Yeah.
it might pay off.
Yeah, and I just hope people like weird shit, which is why I picked Weird West.
I felt fine picking that when you picked Weird West and picked Marvel's Avengers because I think that game's a little shaky, so I think I have some wiggle room with my scores.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be funny if Matt came first and Evan came second, and loads of these games just got pushed? And like, oh, how arrogant we sounded!
Oh man, right.
Alrighty, gentlemen. Coming up towards the end of an hour. Do we have any last thoughts?
Let us know
Evan.
let us know where you think we will rank in the comments because I'm really curious to see what people think about our picks.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm curious to see what other people would pick that maybe we forgot. Stuff that's coming out that we haven't even talked about.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. We'd love to read them and see them. So
Yeah, it's normally us only commenting in the comments though. So
On our
come
own
on, people. People probably haven't. They've turned off by now. So me challenging them to comment in the comments. Go on, I dare you. I dare you to have watched this whole thing and then call me out on daring you to comment in the comments.
God.
Alright.
And thank you, Evan, for playing some video games so we could pick some games for you. Glad to give you last place.
Right. All right. And on that note, I'm going to play the outro music.
That's right. We have outro music for fans.
And we also we talk over the outro and also talk over the intro.
Yeah, we're supposed to, aren't we? It's kind of like
It's the shtick now.
oh, it's the shtick.
Yeah, there's always a final word, like Baby Nadian.